Hey, how are you? So listen, it's around St. Patty's Day, right? And did you ever wonder what the corn is in corned beef? And why is corned beef and cabbage really affiliated with the Irish? Or is it? You want to find out? Hang in there because we're going to talk about that right now.
Zombie apocalypse.
Hey, how you doing? Good to see you again and welcome back to the show. Thanks for stopping by. And as always, hope to find everybody safe, healthy, and in good spirits. Remember, if you're new here, definitely hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon. This way you know the next time I come out with a video. And a thumbs up always helps. I appreciate everybody returning. I appreciate everybody out there leaves comments. These are all awesome. Thank you so much for being involved. So yeah, St. Patty's Day. Everybody looks for the corned beef and cabbage, green beer, green mashed potatoes, green rice krispies. What is there corn and corned beef? What do the Irish really have to do with corned beef and cabbage? Why do we affiliate that with St. Patty's Day and the Irish people? Well, I got a story right here. I think that's going to kind of straighten a few things out about that, about the corn and about the Irish people involved with the corned beef and cabbage. I like corned beef and cabbage. I eat it. I like it. All right. The truth about the corn and corned beef. As March 17th is St. Patty's Day, many people feel a wee bit Irish. Even if a devilish leprechaun pulls a prank or two, the promise of a hearty corned beef and cabbage dinner to celebrate St. Patrick's Day is welcome feast. Although this is traditional food has become a holiday staple, the name corned beef can be a slight misnomer. The corn is not that yellow ear featured at many summer barbecues. Sometimes food descriptors can be misleading. Although not every phase is an oxymoron like jumbo shrimp, the reality is that words can only do so much to describe that flavor experience. Visual appearance or just create some anticipation of the food on the plate. Even if corned beef has nothing to do with corn on the cob, people can instantly picture that plate of food. A rich red colored meat that is perfectly tender. Whether people love it or prefer to enjoy it just on the Irish holiday, there is no mistaking that is an iconic dish. So yeah, you can eat it all year round, I used to go to the delis and get corned beef, on a roll, a little mustard, nice. How did corned beef become associated with the Irish? Many foods are forever associated with a particular country or region. Who doesn't think of croissants in France or guacamole in Mexico? When it comes to corned beef, many people instantly think of Ireland and St. Patty's Day. That said, as the History Channel noted, the traditional food celebration for the Feast of St. Patrick often involved Irish bacon, cabbage, not corned beef. So you should just have Irish bacon and cabbage. It had nothing to do with corned beef. Though corned beef was always front and center amid St. Patrick's Day festivities, the kitchen revealed that because Ireland was a major producer of salted meat and churned out large amounts of corned beef, it became associated with the dish. So they're saying because Ireland really did large amounts of corned beef, made a lot of corned beef. That's how it got associated with it. And while corned beef was once thought to be a luxury and too expensive for much of the Irish to enjoy, it ultimately got less expensive by the 19th century. It was not only a favorite of Irish Americans, but a staple of St. Patty's Day celebrations. So I guess it was a little expensive back then. So on a special occasion like St. Patty's Day, that's when they had their corned beef. All right, what is the corn in corned beef? While corned beef might seem associated with Ireland, the exact origins of this food associated with St. Patrick's Day has strong ties to Great Britain. According to the Smithsonian Magazine, during the 17th century, the British imported Irish cattle for its consumption. Since people wanted to ensure that the beef lasted as long as possible, salt was used for preservation. Since Britain imported large amounts of Irish cattle, the practice of corning the beef became popular. According to the takeout, the term corn refers to the size of the salt crystals, which resemble the size of corn kernel. There is no relation to the vegetable, and no ears of corn are used to making corned beef. So there is no corn. There's nothing to do with corn in corned beef. Simply, salt is rubbed into the meat for preservation. Given the size of the salt, the beef became cured, not just salted beef. Over time, the usefulness of the corned beef was widely accepted, from being used on long journeys to some people just enjoying the taste, the flavor of how the now iconic dish is rooted in history. Wow, so they're saying that the corned beef, just the corn in name, was just made for the size of the salt, the way they used to preserve it. How is corned beef made today? Well, many people can picture that plate of corned beef. The process is slightly different from the original idea that started in the 17th century. According to the USDA, brining. According to USDA, brining is more often used than corning. Beef is submerged into a salt brine, water and salt combined, which both flavors and tenderizes the beef. Although the process is more like a pickle, the original name has stuck. Sometimes the corned beef has more flavors than just the salt. Some recipes today include peppercorns or bay leaf. The brine allows more flavors to be absorbed by the beef, which helps to create the classic classic flavor. Often, corned beef is served with traditional sides. According to Tasting Table, the usual side dish is cabbage, but it doesn't have to be the only vegetable on the plate. From potatoes to carrots to even peas, there is a bounty of options to try. But the key is to balance flavors on the plate. When there is harmony on the plate, the feeling of good cheer around the table will be evident, even if that glass of Irish whiskey is empty. So there you have it. There is no corn in corned beef. And the only reason why corned beef is related to Ireland is because they mass produce so much of it. The word corned actually came from the size of the salt they used to preserve it, which was mostly done in Great Britain because they're the ones that got most of the cows or cattle from Ireland. But yeah, that's crazy, right? Like I said, I like corned beef and cabbage. We made it the other day. We put it in the slow cooker. Nice big chunk of corned beef. Cabbage goes in there, onions, sliced up potatoes, and just let it cook. I think we let it go for like 8 hours. Came out, it melted in your mouth. It's awesome. Then what I do now, the next day, I'll take the corned beef out. I'll put on a couple of slices of rye bread, put a little mustard on there, and have a nice corned beef sandwich. You know, it's funny. Like they said, you know, they food is usually associated with a country or an origin, whatever. Like guacamole, they say in Mexico, you know, spaghetti and meatballs, Italy. You know, it's crazy how food got named. You know, this is Italian food, this is Chinese food, this is Indian food, this is Thailand food. It's food. Food is food, you know. If you take Chinese food and make it in America, does that make it American food, or is it still Chinese food? What is it? You know what I'm saying? It's but whatever is good, you know. Whatever your preference is, you know. I like to try everything a little different here and there once in a while. You know, you have the Chinese food, you have the Italian food, you have Thailand food, Indian food. You try different, you know. Hamburgers and French fries, you know. I guess that's they call the American, right? Hamburger and French fries, meat and potatoes, you know. Hot dogs, the American treat, you know. But even the Philippines are related with like lumpia. Is it Ponset too? I think it's Ponset too. Is every country has their thing, And it's funny, everybody thinks French, the French have French fries. And at one time, everybody got mad at the French. They were calling them freedom fries. No more French fries. What are you going to do? Listen, guys, I appreciate you stopping by. Definitely leave me comments. Let me know what you think about today's story. What do you eat? What do you like? Do you like corned beef? How do you cook it? What's going on out there? Remember, if you're new, you hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell icon so you know next time I come out a video. And a thumbs up. I appreciate it from all you guys. Appreciate all your comments, all the ones that you do leave. And remember, you leave a comment, I'll definitely get back to you. All right? Take care. Enjoy yourself. Remember, stay safe, stay healthy. Until next time, I'll see you around. Take care. I'm out of here.